Welcome back to another reaction of Lord Neo's Empire of Chaos, Episode 8, The Intruders. Now, in the last episode, I have to say, it was really good. We discovered that Team Dark is going to infiltrate Lord Neo's Empire, and man, I'm very curious. Will Infinite and Shadow cross paths? Will it reunite some memories within Infinite's mind? How will Team Dark see Sage? How will this affect the entire episode? And what will 3.0 do? As 3.0's character has definitely changed from the beginning of the series, and I'm liking the development of each character. Seeing all these unique characters is such an amazing thing. So, I look forward to seeing what Dark525 and his cast has for this episode, and without further ado, let's get right on into it, because I really want to know what he's up to in this episode.
What the hell? Who the hell would? Wait. Of course. I know exactly who would do this. When I get my hands on that no good yellow strip piece of...
And despite what he says, I still stand by the fact that I did nothing wrong. And I clearly should not have been punished for doing what I thought was right. Buddy especially did not deserve what happened to him.
It doesn't matter if you believe what you did was right. It's clear from what happened that Lord Neo, who we were all programmed to serve loyally, disagrees.
Oh, so 3.0 even admits Buddy did not deserve what he got. If y'all remember, Buddy was unfortunately vaporized out of existence by Sage pretty much by Sage. He was straight up deleted. I will admit, Buddy was actually a funny character. Honestly, the whole Sally in the Void, Sally in the Pit thing was hilarious, and I'll give Buddy that. That was probably the favorite part, the funniest part of the series, was Sally being in a pit. I'll admit that. That was pretty good.
Loyalty? My whole speech was about loyalty. Let's not forget that. He literally had me by the neck, and I told him...
Metal Tails, I need you to check the surveillance system. I can't seem to find 3.0 anywhere. You!
Me?
Of all the no-good antiques you've gotten up to, you really stooped it this low. Even I thought you were more creative than this, but clearly it was more credit than you deserved. And that's saying something. This was just downright childish.
Excuse you? Look, I don't have time to deal with whatever nonsense you're trying to accuse me of this time. I've already had enough to deal with this week. Not only do I have to deal with Lord Neo thinking that no matter what I do, I'm doing it wrong, but at the same time, I have to deal with that Infinite guy constantly showing me up.
Of course you try and make an excuse to shift the blame. You can't deny that this was your doing.
I don't even know what you're accusing me of.
Okay, she's accusing 3.0 of the rubble that fell in front of her door and she tripped over. You need to leave 3.0. He has gone through quite a lot in this past episode, and you're just putting blame on an already stressed robot. And I will have to admit, 3.0 definitely has shown development and growth. Sally, the others, the only one that I've seen major growth in is really been 3.0, but I've seen growth in side characters in the series like Frank, Bubbles, a little bit of growth. as well as some of the other characters in the series. Now, I'm not going to go through them all, but I've seen quite a bit of growth from learning experiences. Like, I want to say them discovering Infinite, Blaze's change of events of personality throughout the episodes to where she disobeyed an order, got punished, and her whole scenario vibe with the character changed just a little bit. Now, I'm pretty sure she was always the sarcastic, robot-ish Mel Blaze was. But she's looking out for herself. But I don't know, it's still debatable if she cares about the metal robots. But it seems that she cares about completing the task right. Because whatever happened to her in the first episode, with being, well, punished, she does not want that to happen again. And maybe that she is scared of Lord Neo's punishments. Or paranoid. Either one. Your pick.
At least give some elaboration.
You know what? No. I'm taking this straight to Lord Neo to see what he has to say about this. Compared to me, that Infinite guy will be the least of your worries.
Oh, hell no. I'm already in hot water with them as it is. I'm not gonna let you go spreading lies to make things worse.
And they wonder why I never leave this room.
Good for you, Meltails. That's why you never leave your room. I get it. He stays in his room to make sure he doesn't get in trouble.
Do you have the full list of everything you need?
Yes, sir.
Excellent. Gather your team, prepare to head out. I'll have Sage bring you the supplies you requested. I wish you the best of luck. I expect great results from you.
I won't let you down, my lord.
Lord Neo!
Every time Knuckles appears, Metal Knuckles, why do they do this to you, buddy? Every time Sally, Metal Sally, and 3.0 appear, and Knuckle appears on screen, few scenes like before them, or at least after, he gets the worst end of the stick. He had his head shoved through a door, he got filled with bullet holes, he got... No, actually, I think in episode 3 or 4, he actually had the time of his life with attacking Knuckles' home on Angel Island, so I'll give him that. But there's been plenty of times Metal Knuckles has just been run over by 3.0 and Metal Sally. I'll admit, I like Metal Knuckles. He's a pretty good character. Also, for the voice actor, you did an amazing job. I like how you did Metal Knuckles' voice.
Ow.
Oh no, here we go again.
Lord Neo, I have no idea what she's trying to accuse me of, but whatever it is, it's a lie.
It's like hearing children argue. Honestly, Lord Neo probably thinks of them as children at some point. Because he did say in the last episode he does not like punishing 3.0. That brings up a theory I think I'll save for later.
I've done nothing but try to...
I'm sorry, waste of parts? Is that what you seriously just said?
Trying to act like...
Enough! One at a time. And make it simple. My limit for headaches has been reached for this month, after all I have had to deal with.
With all due respect, Lord Neo, it seems like the majority of this empire at this point just kinda has it out for me.
Well, is it any real surprise? It's like I've always said. You're a terrible second in command. And if I were in position, I'm certain I could run things smoother in a day than you have in the past few months.
Hey, run the alarm real quick. We've got fire on Sector 5, Sector 2, and Sector 1. because Mel Sally has no idea really how to command.
Is that so? I don't think you'd last a single day with my job.
Oh, that brings up an idea. Is Lord Neo going to switch their positions for a day? Oh, that could actually be very interesting for this episode. And if it ends up being a train wreck, thumbs up.
You're way too used to having the easy roles that you just think you'd be better in another one. I can do your job without putting any effort into it.
If you truly believe that to be the case, then perhaps it's time for a little test.
A test, Lord Neo?
I propose that for the remainder of the day, you will be given the opportunity to relieve yourself of the stress and pressure that goes along with your position, and you, Mecha Sally, will be given the opportunity to prove yourself, just as you have always wanted.
Do you mean?
Yes, for the remainder of the day, the two of you will be switching roles. 3.0, you shall take the role of primary enforcer, and Mecha Sally, you shall take up the role of second in command and direct advisor to me. And let me say that I do not want to hear any complaints. Consider it a proper test of how well the both of you can do your jobs. 3.0, if you can prove that regardless of your position, you are still fully competent in your work, and that your recent misconducts have been the result of external interference or some form of outwardly malevolent force, then you will be restored back to your original position of second in command. However, if Mecha Sally proves that she is superior and more competent in the role of second in command, as she so claims, then this change of positioning shall be permanent. And if either of you try to complain to me about your personal problems during this test, then I shall personally punish the both of you, regardless of whose fault it is. And I can say I am fairly certain that neither of you want that, as I do not wish it on you either. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, Lord Neo.
Transparently.
Good. The change begins effective immediately. Go gather your bearings and prepare for the day. And get out of my throne room.
I just have to say, this will be an interesting episode. I know I called it that they're probably going to switch positions. It was just an idea. I never thought he was actually going to do it. This is what I get for rethinking on my ideas. So, I have a tendency to do this. Sometimes I'll think of a theory, mention it, and think it's not going to come true, and then when it happens, I'm surprised. It happens more times than you think, actually.
Hey. Yeah? You ever wonder why we're here?
It's one of life's great mysteries, isn't it? Why are we here? I mean, are we the product of some cosmic coincidence, or is there really a god watching everything?
I just want to say, did y'all get this line from Red vs. Blue? The Halo show? Because I recognize that line. Also, if you did, it fits well with the character Frank. Honestly, I think Frank has grown as a character, and I enjoy whenever he's on screen now. Nice utilization of side characters, by the way. Your team and you are doing an amazing job, Dark525.
You know, with a plan for us and stuff. I don't know, man, but it keeps me up at night.
What?
First contact.
That guy, sorry I played. I was holy chaos! We're under attack!
No witnesses.
You killed Jeff! You monster!
Not Jeff! Why Jeff?
Oh hell no, we aren't getting paid enough for this.
Jim, we aren't paid at all.
Well, that went better than expected.
Don't drop your guard yet. This is only the beginning.
So long as we stick to the plan, we should be set.
Omega, go in and create as much noise as possible to keep them distracted. Destroy anyone who gets in your way.
They will feel my wrath and my bullets.
Rouge, you head off to the mainframe and download whatever data you can. I'll head deeper in and see if I can find Neo to get some answers.
What will you do if you run into Infinite?
If it comes down to it, I can handle the Jackal. You just focus on getting that data and getting out as fast as possible. When you have what we need, contact me and we'll meet up for extraction.
Roger that, Shatter.
Team Dark, move out.
I just want to mention, Frank is probably fine because Omega only just butted their heads together. So he's probably still alive. He also seems to be a returning side character, so I don't think they're going to dispose of him.
Now, if we're gonna do this, neither of us can afford to screw this up. So for the time being, neither of us can interfere with the other's work. Otherwise, Lord Neo will have both of our heads.
Agreed.
So, I'll explain my side of things, and then you, in your own way, I guess, can try to explain your job.
Do you really think I can't understand on my own how your job works? Alright, fine. Go ahead.
Look, with my job, it's not all just giving orders and military work. While it is part of my job to command the army, my main role is to be the direct advisor to Lord Neo, and it's my job to inform him of which of his orders are good and which of them are bad, which are most of them.
Well, that's just going to be easy.
Right. It's also my job to keep the base secure, clean, and running smoothly, as well as do any task Lord Neo gives me.
Sounds more like a butler to me.
I hope you got all of that. Or do I have to simplify it even more?
Yeah, I get it. Push buttons to make everything work, write down little notes about nothing, and do whatever Lord Neo tells me.
Fine. So, how do you do your job, Miss Primary Enforcer?
Oh, that's simple. But knowing you probably had a rough time understanding it. My job is to run all military operations and to be the first one to jump into battle in defense of the base. It is also my job to make certain that all submit to Lord Neo's will and destroy any who defy him. I'm not only the first one to give orders on the front lines, but I'm also the first one to launch into battle. I have to stay strong and battle ready at all times.
So,
Okay. Sally is definitely someone that enjoys battle. Probably the best way to put it. And I gotta say, I don't know how well she's going to fare in the position of 3.0's. I'm more curious on how 3.0 is going to fit into her position. But I think he'll do just fine, and I think Mel Sally's just going to regret having the job of second command. Or I could have it backwards. We'll wait and see.
So, essentially, you're the primary general for militaristic operations. It's not only your job to be battle ready at all times, but also be capable of making tactical decisions on the spot both off and on the front lines. Essentially, this makes the job that of a strategist and a warrior simultaneously, on top of making certain that Lord Neo's ideologies are spread far and wide as possible.
Well, there's a bit more to it than that. But I suppose you have the right idea. We'll see if you really know what you're talking about when the time comes. But I suppose I should be taking my leave now. Don't want to be late for my first day of my new position as second in command, as I'm certain you'll fail this test miserably.
Annoying bravado aside, I suppose I should get started too. Oh no.
The alarms are going off. I think we're under attack. You find Metal Tails and try to figure out what's going on. I'll head further into the base and take on the intruders.
What? That is not how this works. It's your job to figure out what's happening and come up with a plan while I go prepare for the battle.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you really going to tell me how to do my job? I am the second in command, so I give the orders.
Fine.
Good. Now get to work.
What's the point in switching jobs if I'm just gonna be stuck doing what I always do anyway?
Face me, inferior models.
Well, so much for the stealth approach. But at least Omega is doing his part.
Rude. You go on ahead. I will remain and destroy these worthless consumer models.
You do that, big guy. I'll catch you in a bit.
What's going on?
The base is under attack. Lord Neo put me in charge for the day, so I will be handling this operation.
Isn't that what you always do?
Less back talk, more action.
Well, their main target will likely be the server room.
Then we better head over there to make sure nobody can get in. Coast seems clear so far.
You were saying?
Shut up!
So, are we just gonna rush in blindly, or do you actually have a plan?
Enough of the back talk, just follow my lead.
This has been easy so far. You'd think there'd be some kind of complication by now.
You!
Gamble with fate and you'll run out of luck. I'm running out of time and I can't seem to shake these two. I need to figure out a plan. Wait, I've still got a mini-guys right back down the hall. If I could get them to follow me. Well, it seems my luck might be looking up after all.
She's retreating. Could this be a trap?
We've got her on the run. After her. Do not let her escape.
Wait, it might be...
I gave you an order. Now follow it.
Yes, ma'am.
Now we've got her cornered. There's no escape this time.
Are you sure we shouldn't take a moment to think of a strategy?
No time. Go for it.
Perfect moment, and this is where you two are, would say, in the words of screwed. To put it in terms of robots.
Crap baskets.
Gamble with fate, and your luck will run out.
Take cover!
I wonder if Shadow's mission has been as exciting as ours.
Ooh, that would have
Shadow envoy offline.
Threat located. Preparing to engage.
Chaos control!
Chaos spear. Shadow envoy offline.
I don't know why you're here, but you made a horrible mistake in trying to attack our base. Now, let's see who... You! Well. What an interesting turn of events. A not-so-tall, dark, and brooding guest has arrived.
I'm surprised you're still alive. Last we saw of you, you were fading away after Sonic and the others defeated you, and Eggman took the Ruby's power for himself.
A betrayal I have not forgotten, and will pay back tenfold when the time comes.
That still begs the question. How are you alive? And how did you get that ruby?
The circumstances of my survival are none of your concern. Your focus should be on how you're going to survive this.
You're even more foolish than before if you think you can take me on alone.
Far from it, Shadow. I hold all the cards here, and nothing you do will stop me from avenging my squad.
What are you...
Was this part of your brilliant plan, Miss Second in Command?
Shut up! Just because I'm new at this doesn't give you the right to insult my authority!
Why not? You do it to 3.0 all the time.
Are you two always in a fuss like this?
No, she's usually like this with the other guy. I'm usually the rational one.
Don't disclose the Empire's information to the enemy!
Well, as fun as this has been, I think it's time we ended this. What do you think, Omega?
I am eager to watch them burn.
Of course you are.
You could learn to be a bit more careful in battles, Miss Second in Command.
One more word out of that smart sass, and I'll send you to the incinerator.
Aww. No need for making threats, since Omega will show you the way there. Won't you, big guy?
When you get to Android Hell, tell them to make some room.
Hold up, did Metal Blaze counteract the fire with her own firepower? Hold up, watch it one more time.
Tell them to make some room.
Okay, I can't tell if she counteracted Omega's fire with her fire, or if Metal Blaze controlled the fire from Omega's flamethrowers, redirecting the flames back into his arms to explode. I guess I'll find out in a moment.
Well, want to say we call this a draw for now?
They will not escape.
You can worry about them later. For now, we need to bring our focus back to the mission. Shadow, this is Rouge. Do you copy? Shadow, come in. Shadow?
Communications blocked. Source of jamming signal located inside this facility.
Oh, just our luck. Seems we'll have to rework the plan a bit. Omega, I need you to go find Shadow and see if he needs help. I'll continue my mission and meet up with you both when I have what we need.
Processing. This will result in significantly increased chances of finding more enemies to obliterate. Change in plans accepted. Tracking Shadow's last known location. Proceeding to designated area now.
Say what you will about that one-track mind, but at least it works in our favor.
It won't! Their comm systems are completely blocked.
Perfect. Now I can head out and actually start giving orders.
You sure this whole switching jobs thing will work out?
If I know Mecha Sally, she's already probably screwed this up.
Yep. Not even 2 seconds after 3.0 left.
Need repairs immediately. Ambushed by Omega.
Oh, say what you will, but when he's right, he's right.
Hold up.
He will, but when he's right, he's right.
Okay, Meltail's on side of 3.0. He admits when he's right, he's right.
Tracking Shadow's last known location.
Oh no, is Omega gonna counter Lord Neo? Oh, this could bring up a possibility for many ideas. Now hear me out, in the last video, the last reaction of the series, I made a theory. Omega might be able to be hacked. We'll see if that's a possible theory within the series. And now let's see.
Destroy all Eggman robots.
I've been expecting you, Omega. I can only assume you're here to destroy me.
Destroy all Eggman robots.
I serve no one.
You are of Eggman's design, one of his creations.
As are you. Do you plan on destroying yourself upon the completion of your quest? You and I are not so different, Omega. We're both creations of the Doctor who had our potential wasted by the Fool, and chose to be more than what he made us for. The primary difference between us is that while I chose to strike against all organics, you still cling to their weakness. Why do you continue to serve these organics? What is it that they have given you to make you think that we are your enemies?
The members of Team Dark assist me in my mission to eliminate all Eggman robots, of which you are one.
Do you not see that those you call allies are simply using you to get what they want? Do you truly believe that they care about your goal? If they did, then why would Gunn be keeping the Doctor's location a secret from you?
Oh my gosh. I didn't give Lord Neo enough credit. Man, Lord Neo can be brilliant at times. I see what he's doing here. Lord Neo is trying to convince Omega he's on the wrong side. Now, Lord Neo doesn't hate robots. He treats quite a few of them with a moderate of respect. He just hates failure. But I have to give him this. Lord Neo learns his enemies, learns their weaknesses, and learns. He was designed to learn. He was designed to improve. He was designed to be like Eggman's best robot he ever made. So I have a feeling while we go through this series, we're going to see development of Lord Neo over and over. And I look forward to this.
Reveal the Doctor's location to me, so that I may eliminate him once I have finished dismantling you.
If I knew where the Doctor was, I would have eliminated him long ago. My hatred for him burns just as brightly as yours. Gunn believes they can find some use from the Doctor and his technology to further their own efforts.
Shadow and Rouge would not allow GUN to facilitate the production of Eggman robots.
Perhaps not, but they would facilitate the production of Gunn robots made with Eggman technology, made to fight their battles for them while they watch from the sidelines.
I fail to see the distinction.
Exactly. If they start creating their own robots using Eggman's knowledge and technology to maintain control, then what exactly separates them from the Doctor? And more importantly, what stops them from replacing you with a newer model once you are no longer of use to them?
A hail and stream of bullets from my cannons.
Omega, Gunn has formatted numerous contingencies to eliminate those they see as a threat. Do you not believe they would have used Eggman's knowledge and technology to create a way to shut you down as a contingency for if you ever became a threat?
I will investigate this as soon as I am done disassembling you.
Why? Why do you insist on my destruction? I am no more an Eggman robot than you. Your quarrel is not with me, just as I have no quarrel with you.
I could have never foreseen this episode. This episode so far is amazing. I never would have foresaw some of the outcomes in this. For instance, when Omega was going off on his own, I will admit I thought he was going to encounter 3.0. Not Lord Neo.
I will make you pay for destroying my squad. The lives you took shall be avenged here and now, by my hand!
I don't know what you're talking about. I never killed anyone in your squad.
Your lies mean nothing. You took everything away from me. I will not stop until your sin is paid back tenfold. And when everything you know has gone, there will be none left to save you.
You blame me for the loss of your squad, when in reality, you simply failed to lead them in their time of need. You have nothing to blame but your own failure of being a weak leader.
I am not weak!
Shadow, are you alright?
I'm holding on. Mostly, but I'm glad to have some backup.
I tried to warn you that taking on Infinite alone was a bad idea, but you didn't want to listen.
You'll have time for I told you so's later. For now, we need to focus on the task at hand.
You brought a little friend along, did you? You truly have learned nothing. You have merely given yourself another weakness that I can exploit.
Damn, I'm not seeing a way out. Rouge, we need a distraction.
Working on it.
Infinite!
Jackpot!
What? No!
Chaos control.
Out of the frying pan and into the fire.
All right. We should be good for now. Quick thinking with that distraction, Rouge.
Shadow?
What is... you? Omega, are you alright?
Rouge, do you have the data?
Yeah. I got what we needed.
Our mission has been completed.
So it would seem. Now I request that you leave my base as quickly as possible.
You think we just walk out of here without dealing with you? What sort of fools do you take us for to fall for a trap like that?
I have no intention of leading you into a trap. If I did, you would already be dead. And I have no further quarrel with you. Now leave.
Why? Too afraid to fight a losing battle against me?
As if I could be challenged by an imposter like you. Even the ultimate life form can't stop me.
You acknowledge my title, yet still you claim to be superior.
You may be the ultimate life form, but the flesh is still weak. Now leave, before I change my mind.
Shadow, our mission has been completed. We should return.
Fine. Chaos control.
Lord Neo, we're here to protect you. I thought...
It doesn't matter. Team Dark has fled the base, and the plan is complete. Sage? Did the plan proceed without incident?
Yes, Lord Neo. Team Dark downloaded the decoy data, and our private files are completely untouched.
That's why it cut... Okay, that's why it cut to a computer in that one scene where Rouge is fighting Mel Sally and Mel Blaze. That explains a lot. Okay, so this was... How did they know that they were coming? Unless they... Did Lord Neo predict that they would try to intrude and steal data? If that's the case, Lord Neo planned this entire thing. He knew Sally would go get Team Dark as soon as they heard Infinite's return, because then they have to focus on Lord Neo's empire and their forces even more to try to defeat Infinite and Lord Neo. So they needed information. So Lord Neo played the freedom fighters. Oh, amazing episode, I gotta say.
Excellent work, Sage.
Thank you, Lord Neo.
Lord Neo, if I may ask, was this a part of your plan?
Indeed. I knew our enemies would attempt to break in upon learning of Infinite's return, so I had Sage set up a decoy dataset. The data Team Dark stole was nothing more than a nonsensical false plan and a set of coordinates leading to nothing. Meanwhile, our sensitive data remains safeguarded.
That's brilliant, my lord!
Indeed. Now then, I have work for you.
What is it, Lord Neo?
I need you to take full inventory of everything we lost in the attack from Team Dark. Use 3.0's notepad to write down a list of everything we need restarted and replaced post-attack. Then hand the list off to Sage. She will handle the rest.
Of course, my lord, Wait, what do all these numbers mean?
3.0 often writes down various sets of coordinates for future missions of importance.
Then what should I...
Do the very same. Find the coordinates for future missions and report the previous ones to those who will be sent out. 3.0 has never had any trouble with keeping track of everything, so I'm certain you will fare just as well. Now go complete the tasks I have given you. Is that understood?
Well...
Is that understood?
Yes, Lord Neo.
As I thought, she is not very good with numbers, coordinates, and calculations. She's more of a fighter than she is a strategist. I gotta give Mel Sally that. Honestly, I kind of like how this focused on pretty much almost everyone, actually. We got to see all the generals, we got to see Infinite, Sage, Lord Neo, Team Dark, Frank. There's still so much that could happen. We still have like 10 minutes left in the video. Let's see what the rest of the video has to offer.
Well, that could have gone better.
The surveillance certainly showed as much. Seems Rouge really caught you all off guard, huh? Though, I imagine Infinite likely would have gotten the final blow had you not interfered.
Hey, don't go blaming me for that. Was I supposed to know she had bombs on her?
Fair enough. You at least did better than Mecha Sally. You formed an actual strategy in having me block out their comms, which led to them taking the bait without incident.
Yeah, well, as nice as your praise is, I have to see what Lord Neo thinks of my performance. That's what really matters to me.
You!
What is it this time?
Tell me about the coordinates.
What?
How do I do this? What do any of these numbers mean?
Are you serious?
Obviously, I'm serious. None of it makes any sense. It's just random numbers stewed about on the clipboard. Lord Neo expects me to just know what it all means.
I'm calling it now. 3.0 and Tails, Metal Tails, are going to laugh. I'm calling it.
And give these out for missions like it's a natural part of the job. But some of these coordinates don't even seem possible.
Honestly, if you can't figure it out, then I don't know how you expect to be a proper second in command.
What? I don't understand.
Now, if you'll excuse me, as second in command, I still have more work to do. Ciao!
No, wait, come back.
Welcome back. Did you manage to get the data you needed?
You bet. Got it right here on this flash drive. Plan went out without a hitch.
Great work. I'll take a look. Wait, what? What is all this? It doesn't make any sense.
What do you mean? Oh no. No. You don't mean...
This data is all nonsense. I think they saw us coming and let you guys get away with fake data.
So you're telling me that even after all that, we still know nothing about their plans?
Did you manage to gather any intel from roaming around the base?
I heard some of the soldiers talking about some kind of new AI while I was sneaking around. But I couldn't get much more information about it.
The most I can say is that Infinite and Neo are definitely working together directly. And that Infinite has gotten much stronger since last time.
What about you, Omega? Anything of note?
Negative.
Is he alright?
We're not sure. He's been quiet ever since we got back to base.
It's clear that whatever Neo said to him, it's given him a lot to think about. To what extent? I'm not sure. But I wouldn't exactly call it a comfort.
Come on, Shadow. It's Omega. I'm sure he'll be alright.
Well, it seems the day has come to a close, and the time has come to go over the results of the test. Sage, if you please.
Of course, Lord Neo. 3.0 in his role of primary enforcer showed flawless execution of a strategy in being able to block all communication for Team Dark, and gathered together a team of soldiers to take them on, only blindsided when Infinite acted recklessly and Rouge caught them off guard. Overall, his performance was impressive and deserving of a passing effort.
Excellent to hear. It would seem I may have been a bit harsh when judging your work ethic. Good work, 3.0.
Thank you, Lord Neo.
And what of Mecha Sally?
Mecha Sally in her efforts at second command was rather... different.
Different in what regard?
In the event of a crisis, her job should have been to formulate a strategy and give out orders to the soldiers and generals on how to combat the situation. Instead, she chose to grab a single general and charge headfirst into battle without a proper strategy. During the battle, despite protest and complaint from the other general, Mecha Sally led them both directly into a trap set by Team Dark, leading to the both of them being heavily damaged and requiring repairs from Metal Tails post their tactical retreat. In addition, her performance of her orders given directly by you, Lord Neo, left her confused and unable to perform her duties, whereas 3.0 has never failed in the task given outside of a few minor incidents primarily in the past month. Overall, I would give her a failing grade.
Stupid, snotty AI.
Thank you, Sage. That will be all.
Of course, Lord Neo.
Okay, I gotta say this. Whoever is voice acting Sage, you're doing an excellent job. I gotta give them credit. They're doing a pretty good Sage voice.
Well then, the verdict has been handed down. It seems despite your efforts, you still have much to learn before you even come close to being ready to take up the role of second in command, Mecha Sally.
But I did.
I don't want to hear it. Your previous roles have been reinstated. 3.0, you are once again second in command of the Metallics Empire, and Mecha Sally, you have been reinstated as primary enforcer, serving directly under the authority of 3.0 and myself.
What? But
As I told you before, I am not in the mood to hear your complaints. You are dismissed.
But, sir,
You are dismissed.
Yes, Neo.
I can never get an accurate read on Metal Sally. I can never really think what they have planned for her. It's quite interesting. Because Metal Sally is a character that I cannot really read. She's not the brightest, but she's not an idiot either. She doesn't think when rushing into battle. When she needs to. But when it comes to some things, she strives at. Still, very interesting to see development and an episode that revolves around Metal Sally after she didn't really have much in episode, 4, 5? But it's good to see Metal Sally getting some screen time.
Excellent work today, 3.0. Overall, this day has been a complete success.
Indeed, my lord. Congratulations on such a flawlessly executed plan.
And congrats to you on passing your test. However, in the future, it would be beneficial for you to cut back on undermining my authority, and to fulfill your duties without complaint.
Yes, Lord Neo.
I'm back, Lord Neo.
Ah, perfect. Right.
That is the question. What was Metal Knuckles doing this entire time? What is Lord Neo's plan? And where did he dispatch Metal Knuckles? He was the only one we didn't see, and I thought for sure it was going to show something throughout the entire Intruder arc, just Metal Knuckles off somewhere. I wonder if Bubbles was with him. I like Bubbles, he's a funny character.
On time. How did your mission fare?
The mission was a success, my lord. Despite some minor complications with the Meatbag Me, we managed to fully map out Angel Island and lock down the exact coordinates of the target location you requested.
Excellent work. Thanks to your efforts, we now have everything we need to begin Phase 2.
Phase 2, sir?
It is none of your concern, Mecha Knuckles. You are dismissed. Excellent work.
Thank you, my lord.
Phase 2? Of what? If I may ask, my lord.
You see, 3.0, I have crafted a grand plan to gain us total victory over the Freedom Fighters. The mission Mecha Knuckles has just returned from has completed Phase 1. For now that we have a full map of Angel Island, and the location of the ancient Echidna Shrine, the Master Emerald is within our grasp.
Oh my gosh. He's planning something with the Master Emerald. Honestly, I didn't even think Angel Island was going to really be a big factor in this. Man, I've been surprised throughout every episode of this series. I'm a big theorist. I love to make theories. I love to come up with ideas. And I love stories. This story, the team he has, the voice actor, everything about it is amazing. In fact, I'm so proud that I can react to stuff like this because it is just amazing. And the fact that someone came up with such an amazing idea is just fantastic. And, of course, there has to be something at the end here. I wonder what's gonna be about. It could be about Mel Sally heading back to her room or whatever.
I can't believe I let that hedgehog get away from me. I will make him pay for what he has done. I swear it.
I don't know what you're talking about. I never killed anyone in your squad. You blame me for the loss of your squad. In reality, you simply failed to lead them in their time of need. You have nothing to blame but your own failure of being a weak leader.
The gall of him. To deny how he wronged me. How could he not remember what he did? Unless... No. The doctor said he wiped them out. But since when has the doctor ever been a reliable source of information?
Hold up. Are you telling me that his team didn't die? But what if they were used as experiments for the Phantom Ruby? This just brings up a whole world of theories right here. So, what if Eggman lied to Infinite? What if after they were defeated, he used his squad as for other experiments? This could be entirely something new. Or they could still be out there. This opens a whole world of stuff they could do. Which honestly, I'm proud to hear this, because this opens up a whole new direction of where they could go with Infinite's tale in this.
I need to know the truth. Let's see. What?
Data expunged by order of unknown user? This was either done by Lord Neo, or it was done by Eggman himself.
Data expunged? Unknown user? Who could have... Shadow. The Hedgehog and his horrid team must have expunged the files to cover up his actions. How could they... No. Sage set up the fake files for them to download. Lord Neo said his plan worked without issue. Something else is going on here. Perhaps I should report this to Lord Neo. No. Lord Neo needs to focus on his plan. I shouldn't waste his time with this. This is something I need to figure out on my own.
Okay, this was an amazing episode. I have to admit, I'm looking forward to when they do episode 9, and that they'll be working on the second half of this series in a bit. I will wait as long as it takes for when they release episode 9 through how many episodes they'll have for the first season. I look forward to see what they release for Dark 525 and the rest of his team. I gotta say, this has to be, honestly, my favorite episode so far. The amount of twists, turns, discoveries, ideas. There is so much that has happened throughout the series that I don't know where it all begins. Now, thank you for watching, but I think I'll need more time to really think over theories for this. I may even drop some theories in the chat or comment section, or maybe even post it on my community page. This just opens up a whole world of theories for me on what they're going to do next. This is what surprised me. This is why I look forward to Dark 525's videos. You can never really depict on what they're going to do, and every outcome surprises me. Now, I enjoy these characters. And if you enjoy them too, leave a like. And if you want me to come back and watch episode 9 when it releases, which I definitely will, get this video to 20 likes. Anyway, make sure to like and subscribe. Kree Kenobi, out.